Energy commodities have great importance in the energy market, both for their presence in everyday life and their use in a number of industrial applications. The fluctuation of energy commodity prices has several important consequences. For example, it has consequences on the financial speculation and possible formation of bubbles. Therefore, forecasting the behavior of such prices has been the subject of a number of research studies. The large mainstream of activities was based on the use of statistical tools. However, an alternative approach emerged at the end of the 80s, which adopted a nonlinear deterministic paradigm instead of a stochastic one. In the early 90s, it seemed that, at least in some situations, the chaotic approach could replace the stochastic one. All these studies arrived to a conclusion that was actually too sharp. Time series either support or reject the chaotic paradigm. However, this polarization does not need to be a strict rule. In this talk, we contend that the feature of both worlds may coexist in the same phenomenon. We focus on crude oil, heating oil, and natural gas, but also on copper for its importance for the growing network industry. The conflicting results of identifying chaos in the energy commodity markets can be seen as a replication problem. Replication is the key to credibility in applied sciences. Replication papers are rare, most likely because they are hampered by inaccessible data, but their aims are crucial and twofold. First, they wonder if the old results would resist if more recent data are added and the methods are updated, and if not, why is this so? Second, they take into account a large number of recent articles to check whether the results are still valid when compared with other contributions. We show that the mathematical definition of chaos and its theoretical background are able to avoid possible errors from misleading results on the ostensible chaoticity of the price series. At this point, we should provide the definition of chaos, but in the absence of formulas. So, who remembers Ian Malcolm, the mathematician of Jurassic Park? Excuse me, don't you remember? Well, all the more reason to check it out. In this scene, Ian tries to explain the chaos theory to Ellie Sattler.
It simply deals with predictability in complex systems. The shorthand is the butterfly effect. A butterfly can flap its wings in Peking, and in Central Park you get rain instead of sunshine.
That is very effective, simple, and straightforward. Pity that it is not enough. The chaos definition goes deeper. According to Devaney, sensitive dependence on initial conditions, topological transitivity, and the density of periodic points are the ingredients for chaos. The intuitive meaning of sensitive dependence on initial conditions is, tiny differences become amplified. It is the most popular property of a chaotic system. Also called the butterfly effect, it is immediate enough to be cited in a popular film. This is probably why the butterfly effect becomes so predominant that in many contexts, it constitutes, itself, a definition of chaos. There is a lot of numerical evidence for this experimental definition of chaos, but it is not satisfactory, both theoretically and experimentally. The other two ingredients are the most important ones. Another important metaphor in chaos theory is the kneading of dough. The kneading of dough provides an intuitive access to all of these mathematical properties of chaos. Let's see. Kneading destroys neighborhood relations. Grains that are very close and will initially likely not be close neighbors after a while. This is the butterfly effect. You roll the dough out and fold it, repeating the step a few times. If two grains are located next to each other, each time the dough is rolled out, the distance between the grains increases. Eventually, this increase is stopped when the grains are on different sides of the folding line. Now the change in distances becomes unpredictable. This is why stretching and folding are responsible for deterministic chaos. Is there a dichotomy between the butterfly effect and stochastic features? Or is it possible to think of a paradigm that can include both? The answer to this question is, yes, this dichotomy does not need to be a strict rule. Hence, in this paper, we propose a systematic approach to detect the correct tests to work in this hybrid framework.